Hi, I'm Molly Casti. Welcome to the Spartan Edge tutorial on how to get started with film. Here we'll look at some clips and go over what not to do and what looks good. To start, I want to touch on the rule of thirds and objects in the background when interviewing. Let's take a look at our first video. In this shot, we can see that the person being interviewed is being shot straight on when we rather her be to a side. Also, if we rewind, we can see that the super, which has her name, is also taking up part of her face, which we rather not have happen either. Looking at our next clip, we're going to look at objects in the background. In this clip, we can already see that the super is also a little big and maybe our subject needs to be more to a side. But when we play it, we can also look in the background and see that the trophies behind the subject's head are popping up in the background, which we rather not have. It's almost as if basketballs were popping out of her head. In this final clip of this video, we want to look at the sound bite, or actually more here. It's important that if you're going to do a sound bite, you can really hear the person talking, or whatever noise you're trying to pick up. Next, if there's anything you learned from this tutorial, let it be this: think creatively. Let's check out this next video and look at these camera angles. In this first clip, it's a little bit risky and you could get hurt, but it might be worth trying. It's definitely different from a typical angle of on the ground. In this next clip, we can see that the camera person is standing behind the cage. With this, you not only see the person shooting the ball in that motion, but you also see the net that's being hit by the ball. Again, in this clip, we can look at the movement of the net when the person is striking the ball. That's also very good to take into consideration. On this clip, we can see that this is another different camera angle that is worth trying. In this clip, the camera person brought a stool to step onto and get an overhead shot. They also then went on top of the cage to get a little bit of the net in the background as well. Again, this is risky, and make sure safety always comes first, or else you won't get a shot at all. In the final clip of this video, we want to look at the camera angle taken on this exercise. What's important to take note on this camera angle is the fact that not only do we get the expression of the person in the shot, we also get the exercise being done by her legs pushing out the machine, and if you look to the right, we also get a little bit of a view of the amount of weight she is pushing, which everyone all wants to know. In our final video to look at for today, we're going to look in this clip at a pan. A pan is what you use when you're trying to take in a bunch of area in one shot. What's important to remember about pans, though, is that you don't want to pan too fast or too slow or too often in one video. Here's one pan. As you can see in that clip, it was a little shaky because it is ideal to have a tripod. In this final clip, we want to make sure that we go over just how important it is to attribute. If it's not your photo or your footage, you want to make sure that you give the company or person who took the photo or footage the credit. It's just like plagiarism when it comes to being written in schools. It is definitely frowned upon. As you can see in this video clip, the footage was not taken by the student who made this video, but at the bottom of the screen they showed a reel of the website that did make the footage. Well, that's it for this week's tutorial. Thanks for watching here at www.spartanedge.com. If you have any questions or would like to know how you can get involved, feel free to contact us on our website. Again, my name is Molly Casti, and thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in next week and go green.